910, 986.
Clear. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Test time.
We have a very special, Natalie, come over and give it. The Brookings Institute, the New York Times named War Room the #1 misinformation. This is from Natalie Peltz at Media Matters. Here's from Natalie. What do you think of it?
To give this to me, so if you're in the crowd somewhere, please identify yourself. That's so nice. And I think you also have to give a shout out to Stuart Thompson from the New York Times.
Definitely want to thank the Brookings Institute, the CCP Fund Organization, the Brookings Institute, and we want to thank Stuart Thompson at the New York Times.
I told Stuart on the phone, and I told please relay to the Brookings Institution that I hope that they learned something from the 30,000 hours of Room that they were forced to watch. I've watched probably similar amounts. I'm sure they could probably get a job at the Brookings Institution too, given that they watched.
The misinformation was about the Wuhan lab, the vaccine.
Basically everything we've been proven exactly right on. So I can't wait for all the misinformation that's going to be spread here at CPAC and the misinformation
Natalie
Winners spread.
Misinformation of 2023.
Yes.
So great. Can we have the interview Ben?
I love that. Can I be Mr. in misinformation? That's amazing. Yeah, my name is Paul Arnold. I'm here to present. We're here with the country. And I saw you guys talking about misinformation a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, gee,
Thank you so much. It's so incredible. Thank you. Here's the reason. Misinformation to them is actually truth, is it not? Have you got all the information on all the important issues months, if not years in advance? The Department of Energy just drops their of what we talked about on 23 January of 2020, when everybody in this audience understood it came from Wuhan, it was a biological weapons program, and you fully understood it. Any questions, right?
Take down the CCP! Take down the CCP! Take down the CCP! Take down the CCP! Take down the CCP!
Speaking of the CCP. The CCP is buying more gold. Buying gold. Oh, Patrick, why is that?
It's the buying of gold, even what he's been doing to our currency here in the United States. That's where the real threat comes. Printing money on a scale never seen before, amassing debt and putting us in a very tight situation. Look at what our strategic enemies are doing. They're bulking up on gold, building those reserves. There's a trend of de-dollarization around the world, and it is very, very important that you put it into it and you change the trajectory.
Amen. By the way, here's a question for the audience. As good as Brad, Dr. Navarro, good old Steve Cortez from the south side of Chicago, as smart as they are, Navarro's got this PhD from Harvard, right? You got Brad's up there, the dean of Liberty. Isn't it the English accent that separates a lot? It just sounds smart, right? It sounds, it's so
Thank you for that, Steve. That's about it. Very, very fortunate to be here. This is such an incredible event. We're fortunate to be here.
We're going to have a lot of our sponsors here the next couple of days. First off, they want to meet all you guys. We had a little dinner last night for the sponsors, and one of the things they said they're blown away by is the response. Every time we have a sponsor on, it's just incredible response from our audience. And the reason that is that the audience actually understands that we're giving out information. We want to immerse you guys and everything. So we really thank you. Thank you for supporting. Second, I want to ask you about the economy. Steve's going to join us telephonically. Steve Cortez, are you there?
I sure am. Good morning, and good morning to the great crowd there, Patriots.
You know, Cortez and I talk every night in the morning about his charts, and we're going to talk there, etc. Cortez has been all over me about Chicago, and I just want to say it's not a story that interests me. Now it's a story that interests me, Cortez. Tell me about Chicago.
Yeah, it is a story, and unfortunately, it's a tragic one. Many Chicagoans, myself included, have been forced to flee the Windy City, a place where I raised a family in the city of Chicago, forced to flee because of a combination of incredibly high taxation and an increasingly dangerous street situation where crime is absolutely out of control. Lori Lightfoot, there's a lot of bad mayors in America. I believe Lori Lightfoot is the worst of all those bad mayors all over the country. She thankfully has been vetted out. I'm not sure the alternatives are much better, but it's really quite telling that an incumbent mayor only got 17% of the vote in a multi-candidate field, and of course it now goes to a runoff election. But you know, some of the statistics that back the grim story of what has happened to Chicago, and here's why I think it matters to all of America, not just in the city of Chicago. Don't mentally relish now. And of all those statistics, I think there are two that are most telling. One is of juniors in high school in the Chicago public school system right now, only 21% are at grade level for reading and for math. That is it, 21%. And yet, the Chicago public school system graduates 83% of students. And the CPS boasts constantly about this sky-high graduation rate that is high and rising, yet only a fifth of those students are actually capable in math and reading of operating at grade level. This is a systemic kind of failure, and it's a big reason that there's such out-of-control crime in the city. But it's not just young people who are affected, it's also older folks. The other statistic that I think is very grim and very telling of Chicago, it has the widest life expectancy gap in America. According to the NYU School of Medicine, the average life expectancy in the Michigan Avenue area of Streeterville, which is wealthy high-rises, average life expectancy there is 90. Just miles away in Englewood, Steve, life expectancy, mostly black, impoverished neighborhood, only 60. A 30-year life expectancy gap. That is a third world reality at a city, in a city that is the metaphorical and literal heart of America. So I want all the country to please pay attention, not just because I'm from there, but because I think Chicago is incredibly important. And it is a warning for the country of where leftist policies would take this country at large and where Chicago has already descended.
How many Midwesterners out there can back up Cortez? No question? Chicago's imploded? Let's go get some areas. Okay.
Yeah, we're from Chicago. It's absolutely.
It's not just, hang on one second, it's just not Chicago, we'll get there in a second. It's also all of our great cities. I've I've got two former LA residents. Tell me about LA.
Former LA and former Chicago resident.
Oh, the
School there,
University of
so
Chicago,
I would
both?
juxtapose the two, but I think it's very dystopian living in both of those cities. And I think that the biggest issue going on is particularly in Los Angeles, all the crime is exacerbated by the illegal immigration that you have so concentrated in these cities. Not only is it depressing the wages of basically everyday Americans, but that is fundamentally why the streets are so unsafe. You walk around some of the prettiest areas and it's such a paradox because it's filled with such ugliness, which is really what far left policies breed.
Chicago's a beautiful city.
Chicago is beautiful, I will say, minus the fact when you're walking around and scared you're gonna get shot. There's a reason I graduated a year early, and it didn't have to do just because I hated you, Chicago. It was because I didn't want to be in that city. I was honestly, genuinely, probably more scared to find someone there than trying to
That makes me feel that's where you guys are trying to
I'm very happy and very safe in Florida, and I think it just shows that
Last night it was really good.
Absolutely. I mean, there have already people very capable of implementing bills and implementing the weakness in the
It's hard to get good service here. There's too much signals going on.
I told Steve, I was like, I'm just walking by, and I mean, the most humble way possible. Looks like you look like a pageant queen, and I was joking that maybe a transgender person like stole my case. Madeline Peltz will be. I know. That's why you're interviewing me, talking about this. This is Madeline.
Bag chaser. 2 reasons.
Did you ever imagine that what you did will turn into such a...
Yeah, the suit, brick suit.
This is a cult.
I think his name is Blake. Yeah, I seen him yesterday. Nah, no lunch. Hello. Yeah. Yes, I did. They do have it.
Oh, okay.
So we have in your rating system.
No entrance here?
Do you have a badge?
Yeah, I do.
I
Is this an entrance?
It's only VIPs and ADAs.
Just out of
Oh, okay.
courtesy, just out of courtesy to the speakers.
Yeah, I seen Kevin Allen. I talked to him.
Biden lost. Where's Dr. Dick
I gotta get
today?
my stuff, right?
Dr.
I
Dick
gotta get my
today.
stuff in there.
Where's your? Oh, it was behind
Yeah, I'll
me.
get it. How do I get in? How do I get in? That way?
Yeah, double check that for me and then shoot me a text.
There, we get a shot with you on the microphone. If there was something to Tyler's like Steve Bannon type of thing.
Tell us why people need to look and go over and we gotta do is immerse yourself in the all the information. That's what we do. A lot of people now more than ever. If the Chinese are buying it, like the CCP, India, Japan, and Russia are buying it, why does the American citizens need to go check it out? Because at one point in time, that's what it is. The Federal Reserve note is going to be that. Fiat currency.
Rightly so, but absolutely correct. Debt to GDP of the United States today is 120%. This is in line
Thank you for being here.
It is now under threat.
Yes, absolutely. I was about to say, I'm taking the card. Yes, I would do it. Absolutely. Perfect.
But we're also in a spiritual battle for the soul of our country
doing?
to save this republic, and that's how we need to approach it. Now, now we're looking at criminals now becoming the victims, thanks to a lot of these far-left district attorneys now.
Well, it is, Todd. And first of all, let me just, one, it's an honor to be up here with General Perry. But it's everybody here. You're not sitting at home. You could be anywhere. You're at CPAC. You're willing to take action. And it couldn't come at a better time. I will tell you, the country's in trouble. What's happened in the last 2 years has been, as Scott said, it's evil. What we're seeing, if you're in our position, it's flat out evil. It's an attack on our democracy. It's an attack on our children. And it's an attack, pure and simple, on freedom. That's why it's so important to be engaged. That's why it's so important to say, we're not taking it. We're not going to be silenced. And Todd, the left knows no bounds. They are taking it to us. It's a new day now with what's happening in Congress. We're willing to fight the fight. We're willing to get involved. We really don't care what the press says.
And I think that was illustrated with the decision over who was going to be the next Speaker of the House. And you guys were taking bullets from everybody, but you stood your ground. And Congressman Perry, how are we doing right now? So far, so good?
Well, so far so good. As an Army aviator, we know that when we're taking flak, that means we're over the target. And look, we were just not allow the status quo to continue. We were just simply not going to allow it. Our leadership expected us to come in and generally see Speaker Pelosi's rules and continue to run the House of Representatives that way. We went early on. Folks like me and Congressman Norman went early in the summer and said to the leader at the time, we said, look, we're going to win the majority, we think, but we cannot keep running this place the same way. The status quo is not going to work, and we need different outcomes for the American people. And quite honestly, they patted us on the head and sent us out the door.
I'm sorry.
They were defenders of the January 6th.
Are you shitting me? Oh my god. Where?
We're going.
I don't believe so. So sorry. Oh my god.
Right. So if it's
Wait, Dr. Malone, you have another?
One more. I'm running for Tim Kaine's seat because he's a colorectal cancer tumor. So they're not going to be able to.
They're probably going out to smoke. I saw them walking around before. I saw MAGA Americans. I was going to sit in front of them, but I want to walk around. It's all about getting good. It's all about getting a good signal, and I'm not getting a good signal no matter where I go.
I'm just bossy.
I am in fact. I am not a hospital.
Yes, we are.
Well, maybe this is for you then. This is about the Jews who are everywhere. Oh, it is? Yeah.
Thank you. How's it going?
My man.
What's up? See you tonight.
People didn't want to call.
And people are losing incidentally because addicts in my book.
Good morning. They're ready. We're also having.
How you doing? Good.
Oh yeah. You would not last.
That's even worse than you can know it's me. Okay, that's wrong. There's nothing that can follow up the storm. So yeah, you gotta understand it has to be another step.
Actually, get in the middle.
So this is discount or one of these little discounts, but wages, benefits, health insurance, what about discount?
That's the main attraction, right? Oh yeah, she's awesome.
I know, right?
I met
She's
her.
Oh, really? I think she's always now doing this. You know, she might be VP. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, we're hoping. Yeah, she's.
We'll definitely talk back by.
All right, awesome. Have
Thank
fun,
you.
guys.
Nice meeting you.
Bye. Nice to meet you. There.
How you doing?
the morning, and then
Should I delete those? Oh, yeah.
Do you know where triangle treatment? She gave me a number. Send Dylan that picture.
my phone's
Exactly. I'd rather tell you.
Right. All right, there you go. The man, the legend.
Yeah, what's going on? I'm waiting to.
Yeah, register.
I'm ready to actually get my ticket now. I still got to
Oh, you
pay.
gonna buy the ticket? Okay.
So,
yeah.
Yeah,
Because you could have went inside and just, if you already bought it, you could have just got your pass on the inside. So.
Well, I
guess
haven't
you gotta
bought it
buy
yet.
Yeah. So, all right, cool. Yep. See you later.
Okay, good.
Because my feet are done already. These fancy shoes and my feet are already beat up. It's only been a couple hours. All right, guys, I'll be back later.